It has been a terribly slow week for me putting videos out. I don't think I've put one out all week, actually. I started to yesterday, and honestly, I didn't work very long yesterday in the timber because I went and bought timber yesterday afternoon. I worked till about 10, then left out of here. Yesterday was the first day we started this job, by the way. I'm down here now just kind of sorting logs, merchandising things. We had a pretty good rainstorm come through about 2 hours ago, a real strong thunderstorm. So it's made things kind of wet and hot and humid. But I decided I wanted to come back down here and try to get the deck cleaned up, get some logs bucked and laid out. This should be a pretty good job of logs. Now we are cutting a bunch of red oak on this job, and I've spoke here lately about how I didn't really want to cut much red oak because the markets weren't too good. And this red oak here is actually good enough. You look up there, this is where this log's going. We're going over to the butt log pile. We're sorting all these logs out. Of course, walnut, white oak right there. These are just red oak butts. Now these butts, I mean, they're not going to bring what I'd want them to bring. Of course, they never do. But they still will do pretty good, all things considered. They're good logs. They got good size to them. Anyway, back to the job at hand. This, I think there's about, man, I don't know how many 100 acres are here. It's a big place. I want to say 300 acres on this place, maybe. I don't know if that's right, but it's been cut up. It's changed ownership here in the last year or so. The gentleman's farm's been cut up completely, and actually one of the farms we cut on here about a month and a half ago in our videos was originally part of this guy's farm here. That drop there. But it should be a good job of logs for close to home anyway. I've got my 548 here that I usually keep at Rockville, but with all the flooding going on up there, we decided we'd bring it down here to work, get some exercise. It needs to be ran every now and then. So we'll probably be camped out on this job for a few weeks yet. Now I did buy some good trees yesterday. I bought some really good walnut, 2 different jobs. One of them actually is on the south side of Springfield, Missouri, right next to the Springfield Nature Center. And you probably, I don't know if it's the biggest walnut tree I've ever bought, but it's right there close. It's got to be in the top 5 or 10. It's a big tree. And there's actually some there on the neighbors that are pretty good size as well. Hopefully we can try to get them bought while we're there. And they are bigger than what I bought yesterday. They're just huge trees. They grow down in kind of a deep draw. I've always had good luck cutting timber down there around Springfield as far as the quality. That stuff usually cuts really well down there. So we're anxious to get down there and get them on the ground. Now tomorrow, I'm not going to be at work. Pains me to say that. I'm actually going to play in a golf tournament. And I am not much of a golfer. And I tried to describe that to the gentleman who invited me, Travis. When we come in dead last, I told you. But I'm not a good golfer. I like to golf, but I'm a terrible golfer. I'm more there to make other golfers feel better about themselves. But it's for a good cause. It's for the Logaloads for Kid Charity Foundation. And it's a Missouri Forest Producers Association tournament. So it's for a good cause. Get to go out there with other loggers, people in the industry. Probably meet a lot of new people. I really don't, when it comes to meeting other loggers and stuff like that, generally you know of them a lot of times, but you don't really know them, if that makes sense. I always just stress there's 2 things You know, you can know of somebody, but that doesn't mean you know somebody. Now you've got me talking. I was going to put this log in the wrong pile. So I'm pretty excited about that tomorrow. It's excited to be playing golf. I need to be working. I know that, especially since with all the rain we've had this week. It's just been wet this year. With all the rain we've had this week, really didn't get to work as much as I'd wanted to. But hopefully we can catch a break in the weather. I'm afraid it's going to turn off hot now. They were talking about heat index closer to 100 today, and I think if it hadn't been for that thunderstorm that come through and cooled things down, I sure think it would have done it. Anyway, to round out the video, I'm going to leave you with some clips that I took yesterday dragging logs. Nothing special, stuff you've seen a million times, but we'll put it up on there anyway to kind of take up some space on the video. Then Sunday I'll be back here cutting. We're gonna try to have out a pretty good bunch of them for next week. Luckily about this job, everything's a pretty short drag. There's not a lot of white oak here, I don't think. I think it's primarily red oak. I think on this one drawbridge on the backside, I think there's some white oak in there. There'll be a little bit of walnut scattered out, some ash, hickory. There's a lot of sycamore here. Dad's been actually cutting sycamore the last 2 days, and I haven't drug any sycamore out yet. Just been focusing on this red oak here close. Oh, easy there, girl. Got a short there, got a 6 foot short. But yeah, we'll round out the video with some skitter action footage, whatever you want to call it. And I don't know if there'll be any video made of the golf tournament tomorrow. I doubt anybody wants to be filmed, and I sure don't want my bad game being posted all over the internet. Anyway, guys, have a great weekend. We will see you Sunday. First time we've drugged any logs with this skidder in about, I don't know, 6 or 7 months. This is our 548D with the 28Ls on it. We've got it here just north of Stockton, cutting some oaks in. Nice work close to home, but man, to be quite honest with you, I'm missing winter time working up north. Stuff out front, run cattle, re-fence it, which it needs a lot of work to be able to run cattle on it, no doubt about that. If I can get down here, grappling with that. Amazing, you go from running one skidder, you get used to that skidder and its forks. Then you go to running another skidder, and you kind of got to get used to its forks all over again, which is kind of the case with this one here. We ran this one pretty much all last summer up on the river, cutting for the duck plugs, which is where I planned on leaving it. It's got the 28Ls on it. But with all that still being underwater, and probably will be most of the summer, we brought it back home to use it up here and do a little maintenance to it. It's still got a few leaks and stuff that need to be addressed. I bought this skidder out of Texas a couple of summers ago and needed quite a bit of work. Bought it for the money. It's pulled a lot of wood for us, that's for sure. I thought about selling it, trying to find another machine. I kind of enjoy working on these skidders, fixing them up, reselling them. I've bought and sold several skidders over the years. See if we can back that. Creeping through here, some pretty good trees standing. Some real good ash in here. These little draws right here, there's always some good trees growing up. Good tall oak. Ease on through here. Timber. I thought there'd be more white oak in here than what there is. I've only seen one white oak so far. We've cut a lot of white oak right down here in this area. We've cut on about every farm around this one. And there could very well be some more white oak on the back side of this place. Big place, I don't know. I'm not taking any big drags. For one, my tires on this 548 here, they're pretty slick. We've got a little bit of meat on the back tires, but not too much. Some different tires were on my agenda for this year, but you get caught up in other things, you don't get to them. Really, I plan on just keeping this skidder in a flat land. I never really bringing it to the hills to work. But things change. Nice evening to be dragging along. Be just like old Johnny Cash tonight, just get them one piece at a time. If you like what you see, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel for all of our latest videos.